Hello, my family of interpreters. Um, Now I'm posting the second video. So today, like you saw the title already. Today I want to talk about why writing down everything ruins your interpreting. Some Have you ever taken note, especially this happens to the people that just start taking notes, that you write down everything? And that happens to almost everyone because I've been there, because we think we have to write down everything. And this is not the case. It's not actually a solution. It turns into a problem. How many times I've heard while coaching my students, they say, when I write everything, I don't remember. Like I can't listen, so I just miss the parts of the sentence. It's because I immediately ask, what did you write? What are your notes? What notes have you taken? Right? So it means you're writing too much. So that happens to everyone. If we write too much, it turns into a problem. And that's why a lot of people quit, because it's acquired skills. So we have to develop the skill before it becomes automatic, right? It's like driving a car, a bicycle. We have to automate the process. So you have to automate the process and create your own system before it becomes automatic and you just don't think about it. You actually enjoy it, right? So in the beginning, it's really hard to enjoy learning to drive a car. There's so many things happening at the same time. The same is with note taking. So today I'm gonna talk about the shift that may help you and make your note taking more efficient. So let's say I have a sentence that I've written down, and I'm gonna read the sentence and I'm gonna talk to you about what notes I will take for this particular sentence. And by the way, we talked, in my previous video, I talked about the memory technique, right? So memory and notes go hand in hand. We need to work on our memory in addition to note taking. If you haven't watched this previous video about the journey method, just watch it, and also helps to constantly work on it. So constantly practice it, and because you will notice you'll get better and better and you remember more and more words. So that's kind of a reward that you get that makes you want more, right? So today, so going back to this sentence, so I'm going to read this sentence and we're going to talk about notes. So let's say the provider said, you have not taken blood pressure medicine for 3 days and you must start again immediately. So if I look at the sentence, if I hear that the provider says you, to me, it's a provider and a patient. Unless there's a group of people and we're talking about different people, I'm not gonna note the subject. It's gonna be you, and that's it. So I'll skip it altogether. But I will put blood pressure. So for me, blood pressure is BP, capital B, capital P, and M, blood pressure medicine. And I will cross it. She hasn't taken it, or he hasn't taken it. I will cross it as a negation for 3 days. So I'll just put 3D. BP, M, cross it, 3D. And you must start it immediately. I know immediately, it's in the medical field, they use the word stat. So I use a lot of symbols that are already available in the medical field, and we can talk about it if you're interested. The symbols that, you know, people working in the medical field already use, they're already available. We can go ahead and use them. So stat is immediately. So I put stat. I will put either you can put start, STR, meaning start immediately, or you can draw a line from BPM, blood pressure medicine, to stat and exclamation mark, meaning immediately start this medicine. It's even less. So if I choose to, I can take actually have only 3 symbols or abbreviations: BPM, across it, 3D, and stat, and use a recall line from my BPM. So instead of 16 or 17 words, you have basically 3 symbols or abbreviations, meaning you just have the ideas that help you trigger the memory. You don't write the words. So this is the shift. Next time, when you take notes, think about, am I writing the words or am I writing the ideas, right? If you're writing the words, stop, slow down. Of course, you have to practice and try to convert those words into symbols, because symbols are concise. Maybe you need to spend some time to work on the symbols. The symbols are concise. So slow down and think about the symbols, right? So again, we're noting not the words, we're noting the ideas that trigger your memory, and you have to work on your memory in addition to that. That will help you decide. And when I'm reading, this is actually enough. I'm reading from my notes. You haven't taken blood pressure medicine for 3 days and you must start immediately. It doesn't take a long time. As long after you train yourself for a while, it's not going to take a long time for you to, you're not going to be, and of course you have to write it clearly enough so you can read it fast instead of just kind of spending a lot of time in your notes. That's all I wanted to share with you today. So again, your homework would be, if you want to work on it, think about your shift is not writing the words. Think about the ideas. What is the idea, main idea in this sentence? Sometimes it's just one symbol for the whole sentence. It's just one idea. The rest are just, think about it as a skeleton and all the other words as a flesh, right? It's the tissues and muscles. You need the bones. You need the bones that hold the muscles and connective tissues and the flesh. So that's what you need. You are using bones. So hope it was helpful. If it helps, you can subscribe, and whenever I upload the new video, I always have a lot of topics in my head to talk about. And if you have questions about the training or coaching or preparation for the exams, you can send me a message and I will let you know. Bye.